Everybody, welcome back to in today's video we are walking through how we can deploy AI chatbot, and it doesn't depend on the requirements. Basically, you can deploy any what you want to deploy. So in today's video, we can discuss how is the complete procedure of deploying an a AI bot, chatbot. So in today's video, we are using the Azure, Microsoft Azure, and Microsoft DevOps to deploy the uh, chatbot. So let's get started. First, I will give you the demo which I deployed, which like I have deployed the chatbot. It's obviously a basic one. It can be improved very much, but for now I have just like deployed a normal and easy one. So this one is my chatbot. It's basically guiding all the health issues. So let me demonstrate a demo to you guys. So basically, I have configured a speaking recognition system here. So I do this chatbot, and this will react into the voice message. So let's get start. Hello.
Hi. How can I assist you with your health today?
Okay. So let us just ask about like good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you stay healthy today?
Okay. So let us ask like some of the tough questions about health. Uh, uh, like how like ask a general question like what is a healthy heart rate?
A healthy resting heart rate is typically between 60 and 100 beats per minute for adults.
Okay, so this is like the demo. Like we can ask like some of the more improved questions like what like how can I improve my mental health?
To improve mental health, stay connected with loved ones, practice mindfulness, exercise, and seek professional help if needed.
Yeah, sure. Let me ask, how much sleep do I need?
Adults typically need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, while children and teenagers require more.
Okay, let me ask about the same question again, but the advanced one. So let us ask about that. How can I improve my sleep?
To improve sleep, maintain a consistent schedule, avoid screens before bedtime, and create a relaxing environment.
Okay, so this is the like the demo of the chatbot I have created so far, and obviously it can be so mature after working on it more, but this is the what this is a product what I got by following the easy steps. Like I didn't take too much time. I just did the process in 2 3 days. It depends on your requirements. What chatbot requirement do you want to deploy on? So let's start working on how we can deploy this by using the Microsoft Azure and Azure DevOps. So let's get started. So yeah, guys, let's get started. So first of all, you have to like before deploying any of the AI chatbot, you have to ready your code according to that your like requirements. So I have been using the Node.js React code here. So obviously my code is on the React. So I have been deploying the web app on the React. React web. So it doesn't matter the web app. If your code is on the Python, you have to deploy it on the Python web app. If your code is on the Java, you have to add on the Java web. So it doesn't matter. So yeah, so you can see all of my code is on React app. So uh, I've been going to deploy it on the Azure web app on React. Okay, so we can't deploy it on the web app directly. So I will using Microsoft pipeline, DevOps pipeline here. So what you have to do is like you want to deploy your code to your GitHub. It doesn't matter it's like on the public repository and or private repository. So here I have been using the public repository. Here you can see my code folders. It's like the public and SRC. In my public folder, all my public initial commitments are placed on, and in my SRC, it's like the indexes and in-app uh, things are placed on. So you have to first deploy your code to your repository, and once you have done, and after that proceed to the your Azure pipelines. It doesn't matter you are going to use Azure pipelines. You can also use like AWS code build here. You have to just connect it like through AWS code build. Here I am using the Azure DevOps pipeline. So it's not mandatory to use this one. You can also go with like code build also. It will give you the same features. It doesn't matter. But I will suggest you if you are using the code build, AWS code build pipeline method, then you have to deploy the web app on the AWS. So it can be easy for like fetching and resulting on the front end. So I've been using here the Azure DevOps pipeline. So you have to just create a new project here, like on your end on the Azure DevOps. It doesn't matter what naming convention you have to set. It depends on your requirements. I have created here a project, and then you have to go to your pipeline segment here, and you have to one more thing I want to add here is that you can get your code uh, on the repos of the Azure DevOps also. If you wanted to get your code on the repos of Azure DevOps also, so you can use it also. So here we are going to connect our GitHub account directly on the pipeline. So we don't want to connect deploy our code to the repos also. So once you get your project ready, you have to uh, come to your pipelines tab and click on the new pipeline here. After that, you have to wait, and here you can see that it's saying that where is your code? Like it's on Azure replicate, Bitbucket, cloud like GitHub Enterprise servers, other good. It doesn't matter where your code is actually located. You have just to connect your like the repository there where your code is originally located. So as you know, our code is located on the GitHub. So we have to select this, and here here it's saying one thing I have to mention, I have already configured it, so it doesn't asking me to get enter my credential of the GitHub. Okay, so in your case, you first have to enter your credentials, but GitHub, it doesn't matter. You can add your token of the GitHub account also, and you can add your direct credentials also. So it like doesn't matters a lot. So So after that, after you enter the credentials, you can have the same screen like I have. It will be showing your repositories at your account which you have entered. And here you can see I have two repositories here. One is Muhammad Hassan Ali 1 slash AI bot, and the second one is MSAI slash repo testing. Okay, so the code of my chatbot is on AI bot, so I have to select this. And uh, here you can review your YML pipeline. Okay, so here is my I have created a YML script for running my YML pipeline in my code which I have shown you previously. So you have also you have to create a YML pipeline in your code too, where you have to add the variables like Azure subscriptions, web app name, environment, and image name. First, you have to create a web app, which I am going to tell you further in this video how you can create that. And when after that, we have to add the variables in our code to our YML pipeline script. So here you can see my code is my environment script is ready to use, and you have just see the it's on Node.js. So basically you have to just configure it, and here you can see run this script. Okay, so once I click on the run tab, it's start running the application here. And one more thing I have to say, if you're doing this first time, it will be asking you to deploy on which web app. Okay, you have to select your subscription first, and then you have to select the web app name. So I have already added this is in my YML script, so I don't want to add it select it manually. If you don't add it in your variables YML pipeline YML, so it's mandatory to it's automatically give you options to select which subscription do you want in your Microsoft Entra ID, in your, or if you're using your organization account, then definitely it's showing all the subscription you have been access on. And if you are using your personal, then it's showing your personal subscription here. So after you selected your subscription, it will give you the web apps in deployed in that subscription. You have to select that web app. Okay. If you don't want to do that all stuff, then you can try the method I use. You can create your pipeline environment and add the variables, and variables automatically read all the scripts from the backend. So once you click on the Run tab, it will automatically start deploying the pipeline. I have already deployed, so I am not going to deploy it again, but I will show you how this works. So in this tab, you can see my pipeline is already run 3 days ago, 2 days ago. So here you can see that in first second try, you have to it's probably going to be failed. Some of the dependencies issues and some of the time of issues you have to resolve it after that. Then you have to check in the code, and it will automatically start deploying every time. Once you check in, you can see that every time I update my code, it will automatically run the trigger of the pipeline, and pipeline start running, and automatically get deployed without any issue. So here you can see that I have run this chances in my code multiple times, so it runs multiple times. So whenever you have to check in the code from your GitHub, it will automatically run the pipeline. So this is the procedure on how we can set up a pipeline. So yeah, guys, as you see, I have guided you how you can deploy your pipeline. So one thing in that, in the code segment, you have required. like what's the name of your web app and how you can deploy a web app. So here I have been like giving you a demo on how we can deploy a web app. So here you simply have to come to your Azure portal and search for marketplace, and after that you have gone and type your web app. Okay, so here you can see the multiple options. Okay, so wait. Okay, here you can see you can deploy it with the web app REST database if you have more data. If it doesn't have much data, if your code is on like the repository of GitHub, you can simply follow a simple that. Okay, so once you click on it will option. So, kidding. After that, select your subscription here and select the resource group you wanted to deploy. Okay, so you will yeah. Okay, so here you can add the web app name. Remember, this web app name should be entered on the code level script of the YAML of the DevOps pipeline. Okay, so it will be added on the script as well. So here you can see one thing. Okay, I have given a test name here. So here you can see that it's saying me like you want to create it with a code or with a container. Okay, so I will suggest you if your code is on the GitHub, use the code service here. Okay, so here it's saying me that what code you have been wanted to deploy it on. So as you all know, my code is on Node.js. So I have been using here the Node 20 LCS. Previously in this video, I have like guided you. It doesn't matter which language supports your code. If your code is on Java, here you have to select your Java versions. Okay, if your code is on .NET, you have to select the .NET version. If your code is on Python, you have to select with Python. If your code is on PHP, then you have to select on PHP. It doesn't matter. My code is on Node.js and it's on 30 LCS. So I've been going to select this. Okay, so after that you have to select the operating system, Windows and Linux. I will suggest you to go with the Linux because Linux is more compatible with the React. React is like the most compatible version with the Linux, so I have been going to use a Linux here. After that, you will they are saying to select the region here. So we have been going to select the region here. I will take East Asia here. Okay, so now the main pricing plan comes up. Okay, so here you can see here it is like default saying a free plan. Okay, so it's a shared infrastructure. Okay, it's like a free for the month, but it doesn't contain so much resources in it. It will like give you a like trial version, you can say, with a smaller amount of things you wanted to deploy. So if you wanted to upgrade, you can click on the create new and select the plan you want to deploy it on. Or one thing I have wanted to add here, it doesn't matter if you still deploy with the basic here, you can upgrade this plan after deploying too. So it's not mandatory to worry about that. You can simply create with basic here, and after creating and deploying you can start upgrading the plan too. After that you can see here it is saying deploy with your app database optimized based on your runtime as your cache for redis boost your app performance. It's like the boost option with optimize your performance of the app too, but it will charge like it will additionally charge the app too. Okay, so keep in mind it will charge the total cost too. Next we going to the deployment here. If you want to continuous deployment, like set up continuous deployment to deploy your code via GitHub Actions. It means that you have to whenever we deploy the code, check in the code on our GitHub. Pipelines will automatically trigger, and after that we have to like in this we have to restart our web app for the changes. But if we select this enabled option, you don't have to restart every time. It will automatically sync up the changes. Okay, after that you can set up the GitHub settings. Then basically one thing I have to add here, if you're using the Azure DevOps service, in all these things, first you have to deploy this web app with basic feature, no additional settings and GitHub accounts connected. You just have to deploy it basic, and then you have to enter the variables into your script and connect it, deploy it on the pipeline. It will automatically connect it with the web app. So it doesn't matter to connect it via web app too. Then you have to select go to the networking, enable a public access on every time you have to if you enable your public access, everyone should go to your chatbot and see what you have deployed. So it's mandatory to enable all the public. After that, go to the monitor and security. So in this, it will be seeing giving us the application side. We have been using this. You can also use the Microsoft Defender for cloud, but it will obviously again charge for the Defender for cloud pricing too. Here you can check the pricing of the cloud Defender for cloud here too, but I will not using that, so I don't want to check it. Then next tab you want to add tags. If you want to add tags, then obviously you can for your convenience. Then you have to click on the review plus create button. Here you can see the details. So it's like a subscription. We go to their main thing, and runtime stack will be gently. Share SQL scaling, like scaling unit is free, and its memory is 1 GB memory and is on shared infrastructure. So that's the thing I've been saying to you that you can upgrade that too. And once you click on the create button, it will automatically start creating the web app. So as I have already created a web app, so I don't want to create it again. Here you can see it. Once you created a web app, here it looks like how it looks like. One thing you can like face a trouble on is your web app. Sometimes your web app doesn't start. That's because of the the startup commands you wanted to use. Okay, so in if you're using the ChatGPT and AI resources, it will give you like runtime start and npm start, like these commands, but it will not help you. Okay, so you have to use this command in px serve. Yes, it will. If you're using the React code, if you're using the other ones, I don't know. You have to check in, double check how you can verify your setup command. So if you're using the React one, it will be great to have you. And one more thing, you can here scale up your app service plan. What I said in the previously segment of the video. So this is like the free app one, 60 minutes per day, and it's free. Uh, like it doesn't charge any cost. Then you have basic plans. It contains like $14 per month and $56. Then go on, and you can see the premium plans to 511. And legacy is the best combo. Okay, So it's like for large infrastructures and large production deployments. So you can use that too if you wanted to use. And you can scale if you wanted to scale up for that service for a short period of time. You can scale this up and then you can scale this down from here. Yeah, that's all from today's video. Here, by following this, you can simply deploy a web app AI chatbot for your requirements. It's like the simplest way for all. If you have any queries regarding this, you can easily comment down below, and I will let you know the issues you are facing. So after that, obviously, we will upgrade this chatbot too and add some more flexibilities and automation in that too for our like requirements. So stay tuned for that videos too.